How's the Brews Mudettes? It's Saturday. I've got a new review for you on a much hyped, much anticipated, but well, it's out there. A lot of the Oaks are running it. The Dvarw DL by KHW Mods in Hungary, I think. Didn't know about them at all until Uncle Rob. Shout out to Uncle Rob, you a legend. Got me interested in the tank. It's obviously a single coil, bottom single airflow RTA. Very well machined. This is a high end. The price also dictates it to a certain extent. Machine quality on this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I've been using this tank and I'm heavy on my stuff. I like not crank it down, but I tend to be a bit heavy-handed with stuff, so I don't line it nicely, whatever. But I haven't had a single issue with it. With the original tank. Also, just incidentally, the Zeus single coil normal glass tank kind of fits on it. Let me just see if I've got it quickly. It's a bit upside down, but you get the idea. So there's the Zeus. You'll see it's got a little bit of overhang, like a micro overhang, but it's not leaking at all. So this is the original. I mean, I've got juice in here. So, but I mean, the machining on this, and it's only like, I mean, I'm only checking now. It's like the threading there's literally like 3 or 4 threads. But yeah, no, it's absolutely brilliant. The hype is real. It's one of the few tanks I tend not to buy into the hype too much. But definitely the hype is real with this. Let me just take it to you. Really nice juice as well. I've actually it's actually not a bad juice. It's Element Fresh Squeeze by Element Vapes. It's really got it on special somewhere, can't remember. Really well steeped. This is like proper steep. One issue I have with most of the US juices, lots of sweetener, too much actually. This one, at least the citrus kind of balances out the flavor. I'm actually now thinking about it. I don't know if it's the best option to put it in this tank, so I might actually transfer it to the other tank, to the glass tank, because I think, yeah, that's okay. So let's go to the proper. Let's dive down. I'm gonna do a build quickly, and then we're gonna come back and I'll give you my thoughts, pros, cons, all those lacquer things. Like I told you guys, I don't really do reviews. I just talk a lot of cack. So yeah, quickly dive down. I'll do a quick build on it. I'll show you the ins and outs. I'll show you the little secret to fill this to the top as well. And then we'll be back shortly. Right, how's the Brews Mudettes? Quickly, here's my build tutorial on the Dvarw DL. As you can see, there's my coil positioning. I'd say about halfway with the posts. I'm using the, difficult to see, sorry for the juice there. Also, sorry for my hands, guys. I've got some hectic winter hands this year. And I really winter for bias. I don't know if it consumes. Yeah, I see. I'm using the second to biggest airflow hole. This is a 2.5. I'll tell you now. 2.5. 2836 aliens. Yeah, so there we go. 3 28 gauge cores wrapped in 36 gauge aliens. Dual 5 wraps on 2.5 mil. Okay, so this one I've just added an extra wrap, so you'll see it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no, it's still 5. So anything bigger than 5 tends to, you have a problem with your, I'll show you now. You have a problem there with the what do you call it? The width of the coil. So anything bigger, that you can even see now, it's at a bit of an angle. on 5 wraps. So I wouldn't go any larger than 5 wraps with regards to the dwarf itself. Yeah, so this is the deck, obviously, of the dwarf. So let's just quickly go through it. The post screws, these little screws here, they're not too bad. I did notice some of the guys got some screws from RS Components. I'll see if I can put a link down below where you guys can get it. So yeah, this is the build deck. Machine quality is absolutely impeccable. What else is there? Anyway, so yeah, this little thing is going to come in handy. Obviously, I'm using the Steam Tuners glass tank. The guys did mention to me that the Steam Tuners does tend to crack or show some hairline cracks when it comes to fruity menthol. So hence I'm doing a build video on the dwarf using good old-fashioned CB version 2, not Prime. I found that Prime with the dwarf specifically doesn't wick very well, and I get a very cottony taste. So obviously make sure your hands are clean, which they are, and then obviously you've got your strand of cotton. Normally for 2.5 you can pretty much do it once, and then that same one, depending which one's the thicker one, doesn't really matter. This one, it's still a bit thick, so you just do it again. Obviously it's difficult on camera, so it looks like I'm got an absolute, but then yeah, you just pull it. I tend to be quite rough with the cotton. Quite rough. Just for you need to not handle it too much, because you always have like what do you call it, oils and whatever on your hands, even though you have washed it. So I'm already handling it too much. I'm just getting it nice and even. I did do my what do you call it, my Scottish roll method, but I found the wicking, and you'll see now the reason why I'm making this tail so long. You'll see it's quite long. It's basically, if you look at the dwarf, I need to get it through, and then to be able to stick out the other side. But I'll show you guys now. Ah, shit, and I've got the bloody just give me a second. Let's do a retake. Yeah, so here's the little hole rings. So basically what you do is you just line it up your cap. Don't press it down yet, just line it up so that it like gently catches, and then you'll see basically this the coil needs to be obviously in the middle of this thing. So there we go, that looks round about in the middle. Okay, so then basically what you do is, like just like it is now, you stick it through and it comes out the other side. So with the cap on, basically you stick it through on the other side, and then obviously you pull through your cotton. I normally don't make it too what do you call it, stiff. I find the dwarf likes it a little bit looser than normal. With my drippers, I tend to, and also be very careful. I didn't show you now. On the inside of this cap, there's a O-ring as well. There's a O-ring. There's an O-ring over here. Wonder if I can show you. You see. Anyway, very important. This little bugger here. This little bugger also has an O-ring right there, like you can see. Make sure this is lubed up. Basically, any O-rings you'll see in in the inside as well. There's O-rings in there. There's an O-ring over there. So very important, this little top cap. It's caught me out twice already that I forgot to put it back up. And then you go to fill up your juice and it just pisses everywhere. Okay, so basically you've now got this, sorry, bit off camera there. So basically you've got this set up here. You'll see even now it's not 100% straight, but it's straight enough. So I don't fluff out the wicks or anything like that. I'll just make sure that it kind of it fills the holes, but this is perfect. So let me just get all this cotton and cock out of the way. There's a little fluffy. Anyway, so I've got my little snippy snips. I know they look bad, they look all gross. I still need to clean them, but because you see I tend to cut it a lot of times I tend to cut it while it's juiced up, especially this one. So but anyway, you just grab it. I tend to cut it fairly close to the base. There we go. So that's about as close as you want to get. I'll maybe just trim it a bit more there. There we go. Yeah, very important with this. Obviously, you need very sharp scissors. Very, very sharp. These I've sharpened myself. Again, I've got my own sharpness, so they're quite sharp actually. Sharp eye. There we go. And that's pretty much how you snip it. So there you've got the. See, it's sticking out a little bit more on that side than on this side, but I find this wicking method, and then obviously just make sure that it actually closes off the port, that there's no gaps or anything. There can be minor gaps, like you see there. You see there's a little gap there, which is fine. I mean, all you do is you just fluff it a bit, not too much. Like I said, I don't really fluff my cotton out or anything like that. I don't know, whatever action, all that cock, I don't really care. It works for me this way. So now we've got another little trick that I found out on the forum, thanks to, shout out to, what's his name, I forgot his name now. Peter. Anyway, so this, oh well, there we go. This happens. Oh well, there we go. All right, so you stick your little because you can't fill up this steam tuner's tank, because obviously you see your what's his name, your chimney stops almost three quarter, if not halfway. So you literally only get like 2 mils out of it. So this is basically the little hack you do. So you can stick your little straw in. Obviously get the right size. Luckily I'm lucky enough now. And then you fill it up, and this obviously will fit in there somehow. I think this is a bit skewed. This should fit in there. It doesn't fit. Let's try the other way around. Whoop. That's weird. There we go. And then obviously you're not going to put it in like this, because then all your juice is just going to piss out. So you need to obviously turn it upside down and put it in this way. So okay, I'm going to fill it up shortly. Let's just leave that there. What am I using? I'm using some really well steeped Elements fresh squeeze. It's like a orange nachi type setup. I'm trying to stay away from the fruity menthols and just to the fruity one. And then obviously, yeah, you gotta. I'll just put a few dabs on here. Okay. Right for it, like you can see, it's proper steeped. And then in there, I kind of just tilt it. Oh shit! I'm totally off camera. I kind of tilt it like that. Just put a few drops on the coil itself. Tilt it, 1, 2 drops in there, and we got like a drop And I'm bloody well off camera again. There's your drop again. See, because I don't look at the camera, I look at the, what I'm actually doing. And then you just give it a few more drops. 1, 2. Yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so now bear with me. It's my first time I'm doing this. So I'm gonna bang this in there all the way up. Still going, still going, still going, still going. And yeah, I think not, hopefully everything's not gonna piss out now. When I move the straw, whoop, no, doesn't look like it, so that's cool. Okay, so yeah, you'll see. So basically now it's filled up. I can't tilt it really, but you get the idea. It's basically filled all the way up. You pull your little straw up to a point, I'd say about there, and then obviously you tilt your thing there. Your straw's gonna, there we go. Obviously gonna naturally get pushed out when you tighten the, what's his name, and there we go. There's your wicking action going. We'll check now the wicks, and you pull this little bugger out, and you might get some liquid running there, but I don't see any liquid. So this is nice and full, and yeah, there we go. Nice and pushing out the, that actually looks quite cool. And then you'll see, hopefully you see some wicking action there. Nope. Anyway, so yeah, this is my quick build tutorial on the Dwarw. I know it looks a bit dirty, so I'll wipe it off and whatever. Juice everywhere. Anyway, yeah, so this is the Dwarw DL with the steam tuners. Oh, yes, you know, ek nie die flip van. Give me a second. Yeah, steam tuners with the, somewhere with a random drip tip. There we go. I don't think that looks too bad. But bit of juice everywhere. So sorry about that. Don't know what I did with my lappy now. Anyway, so yeah, this is the quick rundown of the Dwarw DL with the steam tuners tank on top, running some elements freshly pressed, and it actually tastes pretty nice, not too shabby. Anyway, get you upstairs. How's the brews and Rudettes? We're back. There's my bowl. Sorry for the die mekaarigheid. I was obviously not prepared for this whole thing. So, but yeah, I think definitely I'm gonna swap it out with the glass tank, because I think the citrus is really gonna, it might cause cuck with this one. But I mean, quickly for the review, I don't think it's gonna have any issues now. Really nice flavor. I mean, I've tried this juice in ooh, my vrug, my bliksem as hy inkom. Anyway, I need to crack a window now quickly. Anyway, so pros and cons and everything else. I think first pro on this tank is flavor. I mean, absolutely unbelievable flavor. Like, notes that come through on this juice. I mean, I've tried this juice in other tanks, and yeah, it wasn't bad, but you really taste them. It's like biting into a fresh nachi kind of thing. That rush of juice, sweetness, well, a sweet nachi into your mouth. So really nice. I do enjoy it. So definitely flavor is a big pro on this tank. Another pro on it is build quality. I mean, it's one of the best. Being high end, it's one of the best best build tanks out there that I've come across. I don't really do high end, but this is my first high end tank. So another pro for it is ease of build. Yeah, the screws are a bit finicky to get right, especially if you have bigger builds in, like your fused Claptons and your Aliens and your whatever. But as you could see in my as you could see in my build little build tutorial, as long as you stick to 5 reps and under, you should be fine. Obviously not, it's the old school type of clamp down, where, you know, literally the screw is the clamp. You know, you don't have any where, you know, it'll jump out or whatever. So obviously it's a bit finicky when it comes, so it's a bit of a con, but not really. I'm not a big fan of the Allen key screws. So, but you do get, I think on the forum there is a guy that said you can get it from RS Components. There, you know, you can get like a whole bag of screws for like whatever, and that's Phillips screws, which is a bit nicer to work with. Wicking is easier, as you could see in the build tutorial. It's not majorly overcomplicated. The biggest factor is, like I said, line up your juice holes, you know, your juice top cap. Line it up first with your coil, and then push your cotton through, and then obviously you can snip it further in, like the cotton will be on the inside, just covering the holes. But I find this way is idiot proof, because I'm a bit of an idiot when it comes to these things. So this is idiot proof. Wicking, I've noticed wicking is it'll obviously settle in eventually. I'm using normal cotton bacon version 2, not prime. I've tried prime on it, didn't work for me in this tank. I still need to try the titanium fiber cotton actually sometime. So yeah, that's the pros. What other pros are there? Obviously, with regards to the Steam Tuners tank, really nice tank. I think price is a bit high for me, to be honest, for a plastic tank. But I mean, build quality on it is really good. I mean, it's really a nice, and it looks nice. I mean, it looks the tits. Only con on these tanks is obviously you do get a bit of tank degradation. That's the right word? Degradation? Yeah, maybe? No? Okay. With citrus and fruity menthol juices. So if you're going to use this tank, don't use it with those juices. Well, you can, but don't use it exclusively or extensively with those. Like, I'll probably do 1 tank of this, and I'll actually see how it goes. I don't really want to crack it or let there be a hairline cracks, because then it's kind of, that's $500 down the drain. Guys, flavor on this thing is damn. You do get, and I know a lot of guys are gonna bash me for this, but you can get the clones from, I think, but that's the mouth to lung version. I don't know if he might bring in the DL version from vapeguy.co.za. Shout out to my bro Bumblebee there. He brings in the clone versions, because face it, we don't all have the bucks or the means to purchase a high-end tank at that price, plus imports, plus everything. So there is a clone option version. I haven't tried the clone myself. I'll probably get it just for interest sake, just to see. I'll maybe do a bit of a build quality comparison between the two. But like I think he does stock. There's 1 or 2. I think Noon Cloud's also stocked it, but I think it's sold out. The mouth to lung version, I definitely want to try that. Looks very interesting. For your mouth to lung guys, it's got the you know, that airflow adapter. You get a reduced version of, like, I think it's 1.2, 1.8, 1.7. Anyway, so you can get a proper I wouldn't say a proper mouth to lung, but a very restrictive lung hit. I mean, the DL itself, as you can hear, it's fairly restricted. Damn, guys, I can't get over this thing. How's it, guys? So obviously my little video got cut. So, but yeah, check you guys at VapeCon and see you soon.